Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to a movie trailer for this movie called Cherry. It stars Tom Holland and is directed by Joe and Anthony Russo. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it.
I'm 23 years old, and sometimes I wonder if life was wasted on me.
Oh, I didn't know it was Apple Original.
I take all the beautiful things to heart till I about die from it. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing. Hey, I'm really happy you're here.
Why is that?
Because I like you. But there never seems to be enough time to do. You're it for me.
I feel the same way.
I joined the army.
Why would you do that?
Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare. My one true accomplishment was not done yet. I have this noise in my head.
It'll stop. One day it'll go quiet.
I don't imagine that anyone goes in for a robbery if they're not in some kind of desperation. I've been at this a while now, and it's no secret what my face looks like. Get on the ground! One thing about robbing banks is you're mostly robbing women, so the last thing you want to be is rude. Ma'am, it's nothing personal.
We're gonna make it through this. I love you.
Can you look back to when you met the one you loved the most? And remember exactly how it was? What you saw in her that made you say, yes, this is what I came here for. Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare.
Now, my thoughts on this movie are pretty simple. I feel like there's gonna be a very difficult kind of transition between all of these different kind of versions or personalities of himself, and I feel like they're all gonna be like complete opposites or like polar opposites of each other, and I'm kind of digging that, but at the same time, I feel like that could end up being very messy, and that's one thing that you really don't want, especially when an actor is playing so many different, I guess you could call it characters, because I guess for Tom Holland it is different characters, but for us it just seems like different personalities. Now, that is one of my favorite things about this movie, again, is that he's playing 6 different people technically. I feel like that's good and bad. It's good in many ways because we get to kind of see the depth, but I feel like that's bad because it might damage other characters' arcs. Now, this isn't a movie like Malcolm and Marie, where there's only 2 characters the entire movie. This movie seems like there's gonna be him and his girlfriend, and honestly, if there aren't more people, then the movie's not really gonna be that interesting because it takes place in like an open world situation, and if anything, it takes place in like 5, 6, 7 different places, like him as a student, him in the army, whatever that pizza place was, the bank robbery, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that is gonna be an issue because if you're not getting good character arcs for anyone other than his girlfriend and himself, Cherry, then the movie kind of has no point. Because you want surrounding characters to kind of be able to uplift or increase the value of the main character's story. Like I was just talking about character arcs, I feel like the girlfriend's character arc is going to be really well planned out at some points, but I feel like sometimes it might actually negatively affect the movie. Now, my reasoning for that is because, first of all, you have to fit all of Tom Holland's personalities. When I say personalities, I'm talking about him being a student, robber, whatever, all those things, right? They have to fit in all that in the movie, and I want to talk more about that later, but I'm talking about the girlfriend's character arc right now. So, I want the girlfriend's character arc to actually be involved in his story. I don't want her just to be there as a supporting character, because I know there's going to be a lot of scenes, and we saw it in the trailer, where she breaks down because of his issues, right? yeah, that's great and all, but I feel like we have to have an actual good connection, not just emotional. We have to see that they're physically together, that they actually care about each other. Because if she's just yelling in a bathroom because she can't handle him being crazy, I feel like that's only one thing, and in my opinion, it's not even that strong if other things don't connect. Now, going back to what I was talking about, how many personalities he has, I feel like that's a lot to set on screen, and I feel like, obviously, I feel like the bank robbery is one of the biggest things in this movie because that's basically what they've been promoting it as. That's what Tom Holland's been posting on his Twitter, and that's what the Russo brothers have been posting on their Twitter and Instagram and all that. I feel like the robbery is going to be a big turning point in the movie. Maybe there's multiple robberies. We never know. Maybe he goes on, maybe he goes on a spree of robberies because he's just feeling confident or something. I feel like that's good, but at the same time, I feel like their level of cinematography is going to make them want to kind of just let it play out and not doing edits or anything. I feel like it's going to be super slow, and I don't really think you can have that, especially in the movie where it looks like there's a lot going on. So another thing I want to talk about that happened in this trailer was there was a slight bit of comedy. And during that bank robbery scene, everything was super fast paced, and he was like, oh, we have to be polite to women even if you're doing a robbery. I feel like that was super misplaced, and I really hope that in the movie that it's not going to be like that, because that could honestly ruin the movie. That could ruin the pacing, the fast-paced action, or even if it's slow and kind of grinding out the pain and the mental pain that Tom's character Cherry is going through. And the last thing I want to talk about is indeed the creative aspect of this trailer. This might be one of the most creative trailers I've seen in the longest time. I felt like the stacking of audio was great. The stacking of just scenes was great because they kind of portrayed a good fast-paced action-packed movie that kind of would also mentally, like I said before, mentally like grind Tom Holland's character out. And I feel like that's great. I feel like the Russo brothers did great on that. And this trailer did its purpose. This trailer really, really did make me hyped for the movie. I am now super excited, but I'm actually a little bit concerned because like I said before, the pacing could genuinely get messed up. And the character arcs could genuinely get messed up from just a few small things. Now that's about it for this video. I don't want to drag it on too long, but if you guys did enjoy this video, I did do a Malcolm and Marie trailer reaction video that came out last week, and it did really well. So obviously it's a great video, and if you haven't already checked it out, make sure to go watch it. And yeah guys, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's free, and you can undo it anytime you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.